Hey there, creepy peeps. My name is Nightmare Maven and I like watching horror movies. I also apparently have the memory of a goldfish. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you stick around for a while, and if you're returning, welcome back. Before we get too far into anything, I want to say thank you to my creepy patron peeps for supporting my channel. Thank you guys so much. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link in the description. So, it is very late in the afternoon on the day I need to post this video because your girl prepared for a video that I'd already done. So that's why we're gonna be doing a come with me review. I know I just did one for Spiral from the Book of Saw. I'll link the video up here if you want to watch that. I don't usually do these like one right after the other, but like I said, I prepared an entire video, was getting ready to film it when I realized that I had already done this video. So I had to come up with something on the fly, and like a first impression review was it. So I took to the internet to look up anything new that had come out, and I came across the Djinn, which came out on May 14th, so only 4 days ago, so pretty recent. And it follows a mute boy who becomes trapped in his apartment with a sinister monster after making a wish to fulfill his heart's greatest desire. Because it's just right in front of me, it looks like it's got some interesting ratings. It's got a 4.8 out of 10 on IMDb right now, and at least from what I can see, I think the rating that they show on Google for Rotten Tomatoes is the critic score maybe, which is 88%. So I know a Djinn is a demon or a spirit. I think it comes from somewhere in the Middle East, mythology-wise, I think. Let me look it up really quick. I don't want to be wrong about this. Arabian and Muslim mythology, pardon me. It's defined as an intelligent spirit of lower rank than the angels, able to appear in human and animal form and to possess humans. Okay, so I feel like I wasn't that far off. I had the basic gist of what a Djinn is. So I'm gonna go ahead and just not watch the trailer until after the fact, and I'm gonna go ahead and watch this. It looks like right now it's just available on YouTube and Vudu for rental for $6.99. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch this so that I can tell you my thoughts and get this video done because I am very behind right now. All right, so I'll see you in like 2 seconds. This was definitely a straightforward haunted house, kind of felt very like Fable-esque. Premise was super simple: be careful what you wish for, da 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 da. And because of that, I feel like the twist was pretty predictable. The whole movie seemed to just be relying on that simplicity, so I guess it's not that bad of a thing. There wasn't any like huge twists, turns, shocker type things, because that doesn't seem like what the movie was really trying to do. I really liked the simple, you're gonna hear me use that word a lot, it very much describes this movie, but I really like the simple set. It just takes place over the course of like a night in this apartment that our main character Dylan has just moved into with his father, and he's left alone for the night because the dad has to work a double. I liked the really just easy to understand setup, and it all just takes place within this apartment, so you understand the layout, you understand where everything is. It just feels like one of those movies that if I had watched it as a teenager, I definitely would have at least thought about it for a night or two on various nights where I'd have the house to myself for a little bit while it's dark outside. Because the idea of that is quite scary in and of itself, just being a kid and being left home alone pretty much overnight in a new apartment, no less, in a new place. I will say the movie used a lot of jump scares, mostly via sound. It's a lot of really loud, you know what I mean, the really loud sting in the music, or it just swells really quickly to kind of jar you. I kind of wish that they hadn't have done that with the music. If it hadn't been for that, I feel like the scares would have been a lot more subtle. There's actually not that many instances where something's like popping out at you in the movie. It's usually like the Djinn moving in the background or something like that, and it wouldn't necessarily be a jump scare without that music. I also thought the bulk of the movie, like when the kid's left alone and he summons the demon or whatever, it's very repetitive because it's such a small space, the apartment. It's very repetitive of him hiding from the Djinn, fighting him for a little bit when the Djinn finds him, and then hiding again. I feel like with these isolation horror movies, when you're in just one in like small-ish space for such a long time, you gotta like keep something fresh and have something new happening rather than this kid just running around the apartment and hiding. It got boring rather quickly. Luckily, it doesn't last too long before the plot like starts progressing again, so I'll give it that. I feel like it was just a little overly simplistic. That's all. Like, it was so simple to the point where it was predictable, so I wasn't really shocked by anything like plot wise or worth the $6.99. This is gonna sound so so cheap. I don't think it was worth the $6.99. I don't think it would have been as bad if it was like a $2.99 or a $3.99 rental though. I think I would have been mostly okay with that. It's a little pricey for what it is, I think. It was just the definition of okay, so I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5. So like I said at the beginning of the video, on IMDb it has a 4.8 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes it has an 88% critic score out of 49 reviews and an 84% audience score. And then on Letterboxd it has a 2.8 out of 5. And those of you that I follow who have seen it, a good number of you for it having only been out for like 4 days, all over the place. I see a 4.5 star and I see a 1.5 star and everything in between. So if you have seen the Djinn already or you end up seeing it, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a creepy peep today. I post 2 new videos a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I will see you this weekend with a new video. Until then, stay strange. Bye.